That's in his canon? Eve of the Daleks. So, our New Year's Day special is finally upon us, and I gotta say, this is the first one I can think of that actually felt like a New Year's special. I mean, sure, Resolution has the themes of reflecting on the past and whatnot, but I don't remember Revolution of the Daleks having anything festive about it. And this one actually has decoration, and a countdown is built into the plot. So yeah, most festive of all the New Year specials. So yeah, this special sees the Doctor, Yaz and Dan trapped in a storage facility on New Year's Eve because the TARDIS is undergoing repairs to get rid of its corruption sickness thingy from back in Series 13. And it turns out there's Daleks roaming the facility, literally killing them all, and the only reason they still manage to survive by the end is because a time loop is set into effect. I gotta say, I do like how this special is mostly self-contained. I mean, yeah, it does follow on elements from Series 13, but you don't need to have watched it in order to get what's going on. Like, you could easily assume that the TARDIS sickness is just a holdover from some off-screen adventure, you know? And yeah, it does turn out that the Daleks' main motivation for this attack is to avenge their fallen brethren who fell in the last episode. But again, you can just assume they're talking about something that happened previously. Like the Doctor jokes herself, she's had a lot of encounters with the Daleks. This could easily be revenge for any of them. Our returning characters are great as always. I especially love the bit with John Bishop and the Dalek. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you've seen the episode. But it's a very ingenious way to deal with a Dalek, I'll say. The Daleks are, of course, a truly great villain, as they always are. This episode does play into how menacing they can be, especially when we manage the Daleks being able to pull off what they've never been able to do before, and actually kill the Doctor. It doesn't stick because of the time loop thing, of course, but, you know, just saying, not many Daleks can boast that achievement, can they? Plus, the Daleks also get some nice comedic moments. You know, like, Daleks do not have managers. I am not Nick. Exit the ascension device. You know, just like the Sontarans over in Flux, we really do get a sense of both the threatening and comedic elements of the Daleks perfectly balanced together. Oh yeah, not to mention, we get that one scene with Yaz where it turns out she actually does have feelings for the Doctor. As in, like, feelings. Honestly, I'm not surprised by this at all. Though I am surprised that the show actually went there. Because, let's face it, this era doesn't exactly have much interest in romance so far, has it? And yeah, I'm honestly really intrigued to see where this potential plot point is going. At least that's what I would be saying if it wasn't for the fact that we only have 2 episodes left. What on earth could we do to fail in this plot point with only 2 episodes left? And I also quite enjoyed the presence of our new characters. They were fun, quirky, relatable in a sense. You know, very down to earth, I liked them. And also, was it just me or was Aisling B channeling a bit of Karen Gillan? She gave me a lot of Amy Pond energy, if you know what I mean. Just me. Yeah, one thing I really liked about this episode is that it kind of goes against one of the main criticisms people have been having about the Chibnall era. You know, people have said that it tends to get bogged down with too many characters and too many plots and what have you. Well, this episode is the perfect antithesis to that because it's literally just one location, 5 characters, not counting people calling in over the phone and such, and a very simple plot. And yeah, this is one of the stronger episodes in the era because of that. Although one criticism I have seen floating around that is very stupid is people complaining that the episode has too much plot armor. Like, yeah, I see you figured out how stories work. If the characters died midway through, we wouldn't have a story, would we? Not to mention, you're talking about a Groundhog Day loop story where the characters can die over and over and over again, and yet still survive because the plot armor is actually built into the premise. I swear, fan bases are stupid sometimes. If I do have any gripes with this episode, one thing I will say is, Has the Doctor learned nothing? I thought she had learned a lesson in the last New Year's special about keeping secret and being distant from everyone else. But no, she was still doing that over in Flux. And then in literally the last episode, we finally seem to have gotten that through to her, you know? Who she makes the promise to Yaz, no more secrets and stuff. And yet this episode ends, and she's still being distant and keeping secrets. Like, yeah, don't really have much to say about this one. Eve of the Daleks is a very fun episode. If I still had my old rating systems in place, I would give it 10 out of 10 best Doctor episode ever. But again, I always say that. That will be all my Whovian homies, and I will see you next time for when we encounter the Sea Devils. Like, seriously, the Sea Devils are coming back. Like, I don't even know anything about them yet, I'm still hyped. Like, for real, when was the last time we had an old monster come back like this? I can't think of any since, like, the Ice Warriors back in 2013. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. Man, I can't believe there's only 2 episodes left of the Jodie Whittaker era. Like, this is where I got my start making these stupid little videos. Man, I feel like I've learned so much, you know, really grown as a person. Shame my video making skills haven't really grown alongside me. You know, I don't know if my efforts to experiment with the format for this stuff have really proven all that successful. Maybe it's time to throw in the towel after all. Oh my god, I'm still recording.